Hello everybody, welcome to this edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. I'd like to talk about anything and everything that is geek, will be TV, comics, movies, or video games. And my land this past month has been a big one. I mean, just a huge month in comics and stuff. Mainly DC and Marvel news all over the place. DC Rebirth started, but maybe one day I'll take time to actually do a Rebirth video, but that's not going to be today. Today I'm going to focus on all the mess that's been going on with Marvel lately. I mean, I've about had it with Disney's Marvel. I've about had it. I mean, they've all of a sudden become so, they've been aggressive with DC. They've been trying to do one-up DC for years, but it's just gotten worse over the last year. Starting all the way back with Convergence, they tried to immediately one-up them with the same day with an almost exact identical story in Secret Wars. And this year's no different. I mean, they constantly trying to, just the latest thing is that the same day Rebirth came out, Steve Rogers' Captain America #1 came out. And as everybody was hearing all the great, beautiful story that is Rebirth, the executive-in-chief, editor-in-chief at Marvel decided to go around all these media outlets, CNN, everywhere, and kind of like I said, the equivalent to Bart Simpson going in an episode of Simpson going, "Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me," blah, 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 blah. It's the same thing. Basically going around trying to get everybody's attention away from Rebirth and over there to his big plot twist, which is revealing that after for all these past 75 years, Captain Steve Rogers, Captain America himself, has been nothing more than a Hydra sleeper agent, a traitor to the red, white, and blue. And they showed that last panel of him saying "Hail Hydra." And I just want to say, I'm just so sick of seeing this picture online. It makes me sick. It makes me so sick to see this, because you have taken an icon that's been around for 75 years. This isn't just trying to take away DC's thunder. This is ruining an American icon. This is ruining somebody that stood for, just like Superman stood for truth and justice and liberty and freedom and the stars and stripes and the American spirit and everything. And they just stomped it into the mud. I don't know where they're going with this story, and frankly, I don't care. I'm just so sick of this. Just for the sake of trying to steal DC readership, they do stuff like this. They're ruining. They're just a single-handed. It's like putting armor on Superman. It ain't gonna fly. There are people out there that, and the fact I saw the guy on Variant, Aaron Quinones, saying that he loves this. What, do you get paid off to say this? My goodness. This is just outrageous. Who in the world would in their right mind want to go along with this? I mean, I know in the end they're probably going to make him button on, but right now, you don't know what they're going to do. Especially after the announcement they made this week with yet another new reboot from Marvel. It was just a plain black poster that said, "You think you know the Marvel Universe? You think you know everything about the Marvel Universe?" And it says two words, "Marvel Now," which in other words, which is yet another Marvel Now, like they did before when they introduced a lot of things from the Marvel Universe that halfway don't even exist anymore. But it's like, I said, what are they going to do? Dissect everything else? And all in an attempt, just because Civil War 2 isn't getting the kind of press they want to get, they want to do this, and they single-handedly stole every bit of attention away from DC's Rebirth. And it just makes me sick. And I'm just so sick of what Marvel's doing. It's the one-upmanship attitude. It's the... it ain't ain't the only. I mean, and ruining characters or shoving off fan favorite characters. It's just. I mean, I was actually liking the Marvel Cinematic Universe until this happened. Until this is, and I'm gonna just say, this is just my opinion here. I think they sabotaged Batman v Superman. I think they single-handedly, now like I said, this is just my own speculations and opinions. I think they sabotaged that movie just so they could make Captain America Civil War look like it just descended from the heavens and is the salvation of the superhero movie market. They wanted to make it look like the greatest movie that has hit theaters in all of 2016. And more proof of that is the fact that when it ain't just trying to one up DC's movie. I mean, other than the fact that they said that they announced they're going to make this movie because of DC announcing they're making Batman v Superman, they decided to make this once again one-upmanship. Just this past month, they came out with, just a few weeks ago, they came out with, or last week, they came out with X-Men Apocalypse, a 20th Century Fox made Marvel movie. And what's the first thing that comes out of the critic's mouth? This movie's just as bad as Batman v Superman. If that ain't enough proof right there that this is Disney and Marvel trying to sabotage anybody else's chance at a superhero project, then you can have my ad. Because that's all this is. I said, what's the next thing going to be? Sabotaging other science fiction movies to make Star Wars look good? What's next? I mean, they've already destroyed. They already just about completely, utterly annihilated any chance of Batman v Superman going in the history books, just so they can make Civil War look good. And it's already got me annoyed. I mean, to that, just that alone has made me want to boycott Marvel. Not buy anything Marvel, not even watch anything Marvel in the theaters. I mean, and then the next nail in the coffin was the fact they got rid of Agent Carter. They canceled it. More proof, both stars are now on other shows. The fact that they not only canceled this show, which is a fan favorite, and they left it on a cliffhanger, they canceled the show despite a massive fan campaign to keep it on the air. They cancel it, and then in the movie, and then in Civil War, all they give Agent Carter is just a fan favorite character. A 5-minute funeral. Just 5 minutes. They just give her basically a 5-minute brush off. Brooming under a 5-minute sweeping under the rug like, yeah, we're done. That's just crap. The fact that that character has become such a fan favorite, you'd think they would have given more of a send-off like, oh, I don't know, DC did Superman and Batman v Superman? Spoiler alert. You think they would have you think it would have been a better funeral than just 5 minutes? Maybe 10 minutes. It's the death of a fan favorite character, and yet it's treated like second rate. And in the meantime, you got Cap over there macking on her daughter. How sickening is that? How sickening? It's just, and now this whole thing, and so then the whole thing with X-Men. Now this whole thing with turning Steve Rogers into a traitor, and then the whole Marvel and the whole Marvel Now announcement. I've had it. So I guess say from this moment on, unless there's something scathing about them, you're not going to hear me say anything about anything Marvel, especially Marvel. But you may not even hear me say anything about any Disney property, not even Star Wars. Because I've had it. It's gone horribly out of control when they are looking to destroy and tarnish other people's property and make them do badly just so they can build theirs up. Even trying to sabotage movies just so they can get the property back. Which is what they're doing right now in Fantastic Four. They about strong-armed them, 20th Century Fox, into making a horrible Fantastic Four movie just so they can get the property back at Marvel. Shoot, it would almost be willing to say that they almost did the same thing to get Spider-Man back, but there ain't really no proof there. There's more proof with Fantastic Four that they sabotaged that movie to try to get Marvel back, to try to get Fantastic Four back in the Marvel Studios brand. And from the rumors I've heard, they're thinking about it. They're seriously thinking about giving the rights back to Marvel. It makes me sick to my stomach. So, as I said, from now on, you will not see me. If you follow me on Google Plus, you will not see me share anything Marvel anymore. You will not see me talk about Marvel anymore unless it's something very scathing to further criticize them. You will not see me wear anything Marvel. I was thinking about wearing a classic Cap shirt on there, but I was given some very good advice by my lovely wife to say, hey, if you're boycotting it, don't wear a Marvel shirt at all. So, I'm wearing Superman. So, as I said, in terms of Disney, I might not even talk about Star Wars when the next Star Wars movie comes out. I might not even go see it. Because I've had it with them. I've had it with this cut them off at the knees attitude and kick them in the dirt just so they can make theirs look better. It's constant trying to, it's like a, I don't even know if I am not going to use that kind of term on this show, but it's like, it's like schoolyard bullying at this point. It's like almost like a campaign, somebody running for office, to tell you the truth. It's the same mess. And it's sickening. And as I said, you will see me from now on using hashtags boycott Disney, boycott Marvel. And if y'all discuss I am, join me. Join me. But what do y'all think? Am I overreacting about this? Do y'all agree about this? Do y'all like where this thing with Cap is going? Do y'all hate it? Let me know. As always, drop your comments in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and what y'all have to say. And that's all for this edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. And if y'all have any comments, questions, recommendations for future shows, drop them all in the comment box. I would love to hear from y'all. Love to hear your ideas. I'm always looking for fresh new topics on here. And I would love to answer any questions y'all may have. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, and tell all your friends. And I'll see y'all next time.